Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is a join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, ECL's return to the political field seems to be stirring up the exact reaction that was expected. So the president of the Republic of Zambia, President Hakainde Hichilema, simply put up this photo on his profile, which has gone round. If you go on people's statuses around your contact list, you must have seen this picture somewhere. So people, it did not say anything on the picture. He simply put it up with him smiling. And people have added their own captions. But within some of the interesting reactions, just within his page here, they say the real ego, be happy. Be happy for life, and a number of reactions. And then this person, Ground Voice Zambia, says, no room for one-party state in Zambia. Democracy must continue. So you can see different reactions to the president's post. So, and then the PF also picked up the same picture and put it on their page. They say Hichilema told to stop nesting lawlessness and illegal takeover of the Patriotic Front. So they've not quoted who said those words, so you can assume it's the PF themselves that are saying that. And then this individual, George Mtonga, is a UPND based in the US. So he has been doing a series over the same development of ECL coming back on the political field. So he had this to say. And I met Edgar Lungu at your own peril. Deep down, everyone who actually understands politics can tell you that this is not something that is good. ECL back in politics at this time when things are a complete mess in Zambia is not something you want to gloss over. From a campaign strategist standpoint of view, someone like me who would have a lot of material to brand him and present him to the Zambian people. In 2021, UPND had the benefit of people. Let's see what they can do. In 2026, Zambians have lived under Hakainde Hichilema and ECL. So the environment is different. We cannot make promises as a way to get votes. Zambians have a solid idea of Zambia under both presidents. This is the danger, because people that won the election for the UPND did not vote for the UPND. They voted against UPND. Against UPND, and this is the same crowd that voted for PF in 2016. So no, this changes a lot of things. We have to be serious. Why I supported the immunity of ECL and begged for the UPND to let him be is he poses the greatest threat to destabilization of the UPND, and he actually galvanized and revived the PF and rebrand. So he has to say. He goes further. He's done a series about this. So let me just read a bunch of his posts. So this is why the UPND should have called for the immunity and not to be lifted, and elevated ECL to a statesmanship. Bring him on our side, calm him down, and let him ride the wave of statesmanship. After that, you expose the less powerful politicians who it is, and easily bury them pretty much. Or why do you think everyone in the UPND is comfortable with Mausampa taking over the PF? He is the easiest person to control, and out of that entire group of would position the PF as a non-threatening entity. Supporting Mausampa to take over PF in the hopes of controlling him has created the bitterness that has made the potential energizing of patriotic, PF base. The best approach was always bringing Edgar Lungu into our fold, and maintaining his immunity and protecting him with a portfolio to travel. Presenting him with a portfolio to travel as a statesman. Among them, sending him to diplomatic missions as former head of state. You keep him busy, you bring his loyalists to you because they love how you are treating him, and the rest of the will remain and die in natural death and fall into the socialist party. When you neutralize ECL by giving him comfortable life and a respectable portfolio as a former head of state, the rest of the PF can be singled out one by one. They will all run into a socialist party. This was the most intelligent way of killing the PF off. Not advancing the leadership of Mao Sampa cannot bring the current crop of members of parliament in the PF under his leadership, because they do not see him as a national leader, and those MPs actually represent real votes. So he says, he continues, I analyze politics, and in this process, I look at the premises. If you want to know if UPND leadership does not consider ECO entering active politics a threat, look at the trips outside the country HH will take the first year of ECO being active compared to before. I bet you money, if ECO becomes active in politics and starts showing up at campaign, to campaign for his politicians, the trips HH will be taking will reduce. Just observe this. For those of you who think ECO is not a threat, again, I consider ECO a threat because I know the fact that people that made us win in 2021 did not come from our base. They come from his base, meaning that our advanced margins in the Copper Belt, Eastern Province, voted for PF in 2016 and turned around and voted against PF in 2020. He meant 2021 there, and not for the UPND. Our base alone, even if 90% of all total votes cast in Southern, Western, and Northwestern province, can never win us an election. We need Northerners, Easterners to defect always. And we need to make sure that we get 40% and above in Lusaka and the Copper Belt. So yes, I consider ECL as a threat because the people that helped us win in 2021 elections voted against PF, not for UPND. And they may have changed their mind by 2026, he says. What is Kamfisa Member of Parliament, Christopher Kangombe? We have just been tear-gassed at the PF Secretariat in Lusaka by Zambia police officers. So there are a lot of stories around the country. This is still George. I'll come and read those other posts. Let me show you this other stuff. So this is Simon Mlenga Muila. This is the socialist lawyer under Fred Membe. It's better Amamaka does Hama us than Injara. I don't know if that's a joke or something. He's trying to say it's better to have cadres than be hungry. What is Rara Miti has been posting about the same, but you can tell the PF only posted one post that seems to align with them. Saturday says Laura Miti. Watching police officers around the PF Secretariat, I have an overwhelming sense of deja vu. I wonder who is making the final decisions on how police protect PF events, and either the president, Minister of Home Affairs, IG, or it's all of them. All I can say is to whoever it is having, let them have a rethink of their strategy. What is going on right now is smelling very much like the nation we rejected in August 2021, she says. So he posts up a number of posts with regard to the same. And then obviously Edgar Lungu is trending on Twitter and the UPND. What is Munia Zulu questions? They say leadership of the opposition is elected. Which MPs voted for Robert Chavinga? Article 74 of the Constitution is instructive. So this is the member of parliament that is in support of Mouse Sampa. What is with ECL back, that's a member saying, pretty much says you've poured fire on yourselves. Ghana member of parliament tells UPND as he calls for police to handle Sean Tembo's issue with care. Yeah, Sean Tembo has been overshadowed because Sean Tembo has been in hospital for a while. But no, aside from his family, no one politically, no political heavyweight has visited him. So it seems like this time around, everyone is focused on the ECL story. So among us, they say police shoot former President Edgar Lungu's cameraman, 6th President of the Republic of Zambia, Edgar Lungu's photographer, Andy Luki Jr., has been shot and was shot at the PF Secretariat by the police this afternoon as he went about doing his work. So there was some kerfuffle at PF Secretariat earlier on today. The UPND says, not only has he returned without a vision, he has returned without a party. Good morning, they said. And then someone comments there, I'm UPND and I'm happy that this man is back in that we can put pressure on HH to deliver, he says. Monitor also says Lungu is not a threat to UPND. And then someone in the comment sections, forget about ECL, focus on fixing the economy. Things are bad, someone says. Former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu chickens out of a press briefing he was supposed to address today. That's Kalemba. Discuss the dangers of political party not holding general conference, 20 marks. More of that. So this is a video where the police are alleged to have fired, but yeah, if you play that video, there are sounds to that of gunshots, and that's where maybe that photographer to Edgar Lungu was shot. Another in person, the PF says Zambia police use live ammunition and tear gas to disperse PF leaders, and this guy is alleged to have been shot by them. So more of the same. These are PF leaders shocked at the gunshots that were being fired. Patriotic Front Secretariat. So listen, PF Secretary General, members of Central Committee and party factionaries keep vigil at the party Secretariat. So there was a lot of kerfuffle earlier on. And this is the illustration I was saying. After torture, they allege Sean Tembo's mother, you are nursing her son at Shilenje Level 1 Hospital. So this is the situation of Sean Tembo. He's been in a hospital for the past either 2 days or 3 days. But he hasn't had the traffic that he usually gets when such a thing happens, because everyone is focused on Edgar Lungu's return to the political field. So the only people that have been photographed with Sean Tembo is actually his mother and his family and stuff. That's the situation. It's been overshadowed by the Edgar Lungu's return. And the PF allege, they say, what Hichilema wants to achieve is this. This whole saga is about two things. The removal of Edgar Lungu's immunity, one, and two, the constitution amendments to extend presidential term limits to 7 years, removal of running mate clause, removal of 50+1, among abominable things they say there. That's why they want through a proxy. I mean, they want through a proxy to own the PF, which has the numbers. So that's the allegation that the PF is putting across to say HH wants to remove the 50+1. He also wants to remove ECL's immunity. More from the PF seizure earlier on today. And then Mausampa put up this photo to insinuate as if he's having a chat with Guy Scott, like that is the person who's providing leadership at this point. But these are photos that he has just reused. Yeah, he had taken these photos, I think, 3 months ago, if not 2 months ago. And then someone from the UPND, Mark Smukwe, says, you're a very smart comrade. Pretty much congratulating him to say his use of these particular pictures to paint a picture to say he met up with Guy Scott, in as much as the old pictures. That's a smart move. And then he also says, Mausampa says, the new PF dissociates itself from the thuggery and hooliganism conduct back on our streets. Anyone using the name of the party to commit such crimes is on their own, and the law should visit them. Mausampa, PF president, he puts the date there. So that's the situation. It was Kafwafwa at the PF Secretariat. Oh yeah, let me read you the other 2 articles by George, the UPND guy in the US. Let me see if I can find that. This game is on, and today is Monday, and all the offices are open. We had to see if the Registrar of Society is going to be busy. The courts are going to be busy. Parliament is going to be busy. People are looking forward to see if the UPND is going to move the motion of Edgar Lungu's immunity being removed. I doubt they will do it. They will only do it when they know they've got the numbers to pass it. Anything else, before they are sure, they will not do that. So George says, everything HH is working on will see results in the future. Meaning, in the short term, obvious reality, painful economic situation for Zambians, but these are details that Zambians are not interested in the details. So he says, simply put, I left you suffering. Let's see, too much there. Let me find something that is visible for my eyesight. Okay, so he says, why am I concerned about the ECO? Because I know my boss, his boss meaning HH. I know my boss. He's not a politician. When he won newspapers around the world, wrote Calculator Boy. This man who deals with facts and things and thinks that way. And that is very detrimental to a world of politics where facts are can easily be manipulated. The danger ECO presents, even if it does not run in 2026, galvanizing the PF base to eventually organize them under one leader. This presents a challenge to a local and provincial level, where the message can be sent and the former president can be a good probe for the campaigns. He can provide moral and spiritual leadership for the PF and rally behind one leader and one rebranded concept. They do not need to convince Tongas or Losses to win. They just need to convince their voters they lost in 2021 to come back. And this is why I am not taking this lightly, because given a set of paths, I can see a path that PF leaders can take to be a formidable foe or enemy, he says. So these articles by George, this individual. Anyway, that's the news so far. But in a couple of hours, it's about to be lit. I can assure you, once the offices open up and Parliament gets back in session, you're about to see how this all plays out. Because there are a couple of things pending. Mausampa has officially changed their names on the PF documents. That's one thing at the Registrar of Societies. But the PF have appealed that ruling, awaiting it to be either heard today, and Parliament is likely to have a meeting about this. Someone is going to move a motion either to remove Edgar Lungu's immunity or something like that. Let's just wait and see. I'll keep you updated.
Quiet right, everybody want a big deal. Listen up if you're finna make a big move. Say la, come and listen to this good news. You can make it if you got you. Quite right, everybody want a big deal. Listen up if you finna make a big move. Say la, come on, listen to this good news. You can make it if you got you. Listen pretty close to the heart of the Holy Ghost. Let him lead your way like a light in the dark and night. Never let him go, he's the pulse of a living soul. Bada bing, bada bo. Holy Ghost, getting stressed by the world. Ndavacha, when I know who's amazed. Ndekako, easy out from Mega. Lily of the valley, everlasting king, yeah, I know. Quite right, everybody want a big deal. Listen up if you're finna make a big move. Say la, come on, listen to this good news. You can make it if you got you. Quite right, everybody want a big deal. Listen up if you're finna make a big move. Say la, come on, listen to this good news. You can make it if you got you. 1, 2, let them feel the flow like save. Christ is the risen king, oh there. A billion souls in the armies. Listen 1, take him more 2. Listen 1, take him more 3. Listen 1, take him more billion souls in the winning team. Billion.